So the speed limit up there, it says 25, but you know that wiggly road's calling for me here. Let's do it, have some fun. Oh yeah. Now that's a fun little twisty. Come on, I know you gotta agree. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bike to Table, channel where we go out for a nice ride, head back into the kitchen, make a delicious meal. My name's John, I'm up here in Northeast Ohio, and I'm also following some slow cars today. Yay! Hey, Ryder. Up here in Northeast Ohio, fall season is pretty much laid claim to the leaves on the trees. This might be my last video for the year on the riding part. Oh, don't worry, I'm still going to be here. Hey, let's chit chat. So if you want to put down below what kind of bike you ride, love to hear about that. Talk to you a little bit. You know, a little bit of engagement here with you guys. Hey, Ryder. So yeah, if you want to, you can go ahead and write down in the comments what you like about the videos, if you don't like about the videos. You know, chit chat a little bit. What kind of bike do you ride? Where are you? I don't know where all my subscribers are. Hey, Ryder. Yeah, I'm getting out from behind you. Now this looks fun. Yeah. So this week we're going to thinking about a recipe. I know we did the blue cheese pork meatballs before with the barbecue sauce. That had that before. It was the pork meatballs with the buffalo sauce. It was the spicy. Well, this time we're going for the sweet. This time we are going to make some of the pork meatballs, but it's going to be with some sweet teriyaki and pineapple. And then I'm going to make that, probably put in a little bit of like the coleslaw that I make. Going to make some coleslaw, maybe spice it up, a little bit of seasonings in there, so I'll have the spiciness and the sweetness. Now I plan on having meals and keeping up with the channel during the winter time. Not sure what I'm going to do with the bike part of the Bike to Table. I'm probably going to use some stock footage, maybe do a little bit of a voiceover. I don't know. What do you guys want to see during the winter time? I've been down to the Tail of Dragon a couple of times. I videoed the ride. So maybe I'll just get pieces of that and do a voiceover on it. That might be something. That way I have some video going. We still got the bike part. Maybe that'll hang us over until the springtime when I get the bikes back out of storage. Hello, Ryder. and hoping you're enjoying some of these videos that I'm doing too. Hope I get to share my ride with you. Hope you're liking that. I hope that you know, maybe I'm teaching you something with the oven. Maybe I'm giving you some good ideas for recipes to try. If so, let me know if you've tried any of my recipes that I've shown you. I'd like to know how they turned out for you. Yeah, I'm making the channel for me because I'm enjoying it. I'm sharing with everybody here that's watching just my enjoyment of riding and good food. But you know, if there's something that you want to see, you know, it's about you too. You know, if there's food that you want to see, if I'm up in the Cleveland area, I don't know, if you want to see, hey, go ride by this, I'll see if I can figure that out one day. Because you know we gotta. Gotta get in one last good acceleration there. Man, that's fun. Gonna slow up a little bit here. I see a rider coming up. Have a good ride, buddy. Enjoy. Yeah, and if you have any questions about the equipment that I use, you know, I've had a couple people say that you can hear me pretty darn well in the helmet, not much wind noise, that it's pretty clear, it doesn't sound really that muffled. Or my bike or anything, just go ahead, comment below. Well, for you guys, when you're riding and you're doing long trips, do you like using GPS, or do you just kind of like, okay, well, I know I need to go on this road, so we'll just take this, you know, and then just find your way there? What I would do is sometimes I'd write out the directions on a 4x6 piece of paper, and then just to make sure that it was weatherproof, I'd get some packing tape and tape it up. With Scotch tape, I put it right here so I could see it nice and easy, keep my eye on the road, but I had everything right out there for me. You know, because I have an 11 Road Glide here. I don't have the GPS and everything that came with some of the later models. Sometimes I think that would be pretty cool, because with that also came the Bluetooth and everything, but I don't know. And here's our local Harley-Davidson, Western Reserve Harley-Davidson. It's closed today because it's Sunday, but there you go. Shout out to Western Reserve. So we're gonna head it to the kitchen now. Check it out.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. Thanks for going with me on the ride today. Please remember to like and subscribe right down there. That way you can get notified whenever I post another video. Let's check out and see what I got at the store today. Okay, we ended up getting just a little bit more than a ½ pound of ground pork. We have about a cup of rice that we already had in our pantry. We have about a ¼ cup of panko crust that again we had in our pantry. Some teriyaki glaze and marinade. We're going to use that in a little bit. We end up getting a couple of green onions. I've chopped them up already, separating out the white tips and the green ends. Also chopped up some pineapple. For the pineapple, be careful. Once it gets into those little tiny little bits, they do get pretty slippery. So watch your fingers, everybody. We have about a 1/4 teaspoon of some crushed pepper, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, some salt, pepper, and then again, I just ended up using a bag of slaw mix. And then finally, we have a lime, because we're going to cut that up and juice one side and add that into the slaw. Okay, some other things that I've already done. You saw that I've already prepped some of our ingredients. I've also put on a pot of water for the rice. I have a pan warming up so we can make our meatballs. And I've foiled and oiled one of our pans. So let's get cooking, everybody. Time to have some fun. All right, we have our boiling water. Let's add our rice in. Nice, nice. Now let's gotta mix that up a little bit here. Get the water around everything. Now we're going to cover that and let it simmer for about 18 minutes or so. In the meantime, we're going to start up our meatballs. We'll prep the pan, get that up to about a 5, about halfway. Add in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then we get to make our meatballs, form into about golf ball size meatballs, put them in our pan, fry those up. Okay, while the rice is cooking and the pan is heating up for the meatballs, we'll go ahead and make those meatballs. Going to add in our ground pork. Going to add in our 1/4 cup of panko crust. We're going to add in just the whites of the onions that we cut up previously. And then we're going to add in about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit of pepper. There we go. Now we just mix those up really good. And again, we're going to divide these up and make about 6 meatballs. First step is to get about half and half, so that way we can make 3 and 3. Now keep in mind also, while we're doing this, we're going to stir our rice every once in a while, so that way it doesn't burn to the bottom of the pot. Okay, we will get our meatballs, get those into the pan here. Now the olive oil, we're going to kind of spin this around a little bit, kind of get the olive oil coated onto the bottom of the meatballs. There you go. You hear that? That sizzling sound, that's exactly what you want to hear. And we'll cover that and let that simmer for a little bit. In the meantime, again, we've already stirred our rice. We'll keep stirring that, making sure it doesn't burn. But next up is the coleslaw. Okay, for the coleslaw, again, we've already added our slaw mix from the bag. Going to add the green portions of the onions that we chopped up. We're going to add in our tablespoons of mayonnaise. We're going to add in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Going to put in about 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of that olive oil. Going to put in we've squeezed the lime, so we're going to use about half of that. There we go. And then add a little bit of spice, our crushed red pepper. Then it's just a matter of mixing it up. So again, the mayonnaise is going to add a little bit of the creaminess to the coleslaw. The lime is going to add that little bit of citrus to cleanse your palate, so that way when we have our teriyaki sweet meatballs, it tastes so good. We're making that rice still. Got to make sure we stir it often. See you in a little bit. All right, we're still working on the slaw, but in the meantime, we just keep flipping over our meatballs, so that way we have a browning on the bottom, not a burning. Rice is still looking pretty good. Our meatballs are looking pretty good too. Almost time to put them on that pan and put them into the oven. It's time. We're going to get our pork meatballs onto the pan that we have foiled and oiled. That's going to go into the oven for about 9 minutes. Next up is going to be the teriyaki sweet sauce. We've got about 2 rings of canned pineapples. We've just chopped them up into little bits. I'm going to put that into our pan, and then we're going to spread those out a little bit. We're going to get these a little brown, and then add in our teriyaki glaze to finish off the sauce. The pineapple is ready to go. We've already started to get some browning on that. Then we're going to add in our 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce. There we go. Going to turn the burner off. That's going to mix in with the pineapple. We're also going to add in just a little bit more of that lime juice. There we go. We can really smell that teriyaki and pineapple working together. Going to want to remove it from the heat so that way it doesn't burn. There you go. And that's exactly the kind of thing that you're going to want to see. Just the pineapple all mixed right in with the teriyaki glaze. Next up, we add the meatballs. And these are looking really good. There we go. Mix that in. Gonna make sure that we coat all these. And if you feel like you don't have enough sauce, because I think these are kind of not sauced enough, we'll just add some more sauce. That's what it's here for. Just dribble that on. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. Okay, we have some nice cooked meatballs. We have a pineapple teriyaki sauce. We have the rice ready to go. I think it's time to plate up, don't you? Let's plate everything up. We'll start off with our rice. There we go. Grab a couple of meatballs. Some of that sauce that we made. Oh, there we go. That looks really good. And remember that coleslaw. Let's drop that onto the plate as well. Okay, we have our plate. Sweet and sour pork meatballs with a little bit of pineapple in there. We have our coleslaw, nice and creamy with the red pepper spice in there, and some rice to mix it all together. I'm John. Thanks for watching Bike to Table. We'll see you next time, and remember, live to ride, ride to eat.